If there's a prize for rotten judgment, I guess I've already won that.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're looking at the best songs performed by Disney princesses.
How do I know these
For this list, we'll be including both official and unofficial princesses, as well as extending our criteria to include duets and ensemble numbers. So long as they're sung by a princess, they're fair game. Number 30, Someday My Prince Will Come by Snow White. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
He was so romantic, I could not resist.
Voiced by Adriana Casalodi, Snow White has one of the most iconic and recognizable voices of all the Disney princesses. In what's the first Disney animated feature film, this song is first sung to the dwarfs, and describes the titular character's dream of meeting and marrying her prince and living happily ever after.
And away to his castle we'll go.
Ranked within the top 20 of the American Film Institute's list of the 100 greatest songs in movie history, it's dainty, pretty, and oh so fitting for Snow White.
Someday when my dreams come true.
Number 29, I'm Wishing by Snow White. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. We first meet Snow White when she's busy washing the steps. As she goes to get more water, she begins to tell the animals about wells and their magical properties.
Wanna know a secret? Promise not to tell. We are standing by a wishing well.
Of course, she then proceeds to sing about her own wishes. After all, what else is one to do when face to face with a wishing well?
I'm wishing for the one I love.
Her voice is angelic and sweet, which infuses this melodic song with a delicate energy. The lyrics reveal how Snow is longing to find her true love. As luck would have it, it's her voice that leads to the prince's arrival. He even serenades her in response.
Today.
As Snow White's introductory number, I'm Wishing gives viewers a good sense of her gentle persona and warmth. Number 28, Love by Maid Marian, Robin Hood. This song is just really pretty.
Love, it seems like only yesterday you were just a child at play.
The melody is delicate and soothing. There's no grand long notes or fancy key changes. It's just soft and comforting all around, much like a lullaby.
Once we watched a lazy world go by. Now the days seem to fly.
Love was written and composed by Floyd Huddleston and George Bruns, and it was the former's wife, Nancy Adams, who actually sang this song, although she didn't provide Maid Marian's speaking voice. Nominated for an Oscar, this number accompanies a romantic evening Marian and Robin Hood spend in the forest together. Between the lightning bugs, the glow of the moon, and the lily pads along the water, we are completely whisked away by this enchanting date.
Life is brief, but when it's gone, love goes on and on.
Number 27, I Wonder by Princess Aurora, Sleeping Beauty.
I wonder why each little bird has a someone.
Haven't we all wondered when we would find love? As one of the original Disney princesses, Aurora stands out for her operatic soprano, voiced by Mary Costa. This dreamy song, sung to the birds, makes us fall in love with the classic princess, who actually doesn't know she's a princess at this point.
I wonder if my heart keeps singing, will my song go winging to...
Living in the forest with the good fairies so that she can be kept safe from the curse Maleficent placed on her when she was a baby, Briar Rose's innocence and wonder about life and nature are captured beautifully in this sweet little tune.
and bring back a love song to me.
Number 26, Speechless by Princess Jasmine, Aladdin.
Written in stone, every rule, every word, centuries old and unbending.
In Aladdin's live-action remake, Princess Jasmine is a well-rounded woman who cares deeply for her people. She is smart and capable, though Jafar would have her believe otherwise. The princess delivers a powerful performance when she sings the song about a woman speaking up despite society telling her not to.
I can't stay silent, though they want to keep me quiet.
The tune is divided into two parts throughout the film. At first, she's scared, but she knows she has to challenge those trying to silence her.
All I know is I won't go speechless.
The number really hits its peak in part 2, though, both melodically and lyrically.
I will be silenced, you can't keep me quiet.
It marks the moment when Jasmine steps into her voice to take a stand against Jafar. This is her shining moment, and we love watching every minute of her becoming a powerful leader for Agrabah.
All I know is I won't go speechless.
Number 25, Belle Reprise by Belle, Beauty and the Beast.
No, sir, not me. I guarantee it. I want much more than this provincial life.
Sure, we've all fantasized about singing through the streets of our hometown, saying hello to everyone we pass. And as the village people sing bonjour, it's hard to resist joining in during the movie's opening number. While Belle has received widespread acclaim, it is a group affair. So, it's the reprise in which Belle, on her own, sings of her desire for something greater that gets this spot.
I want adventure in the great white somewhere. I want it more than I can tell.
Recalling the sound of music as we find both singers on hills in billowing dresses, this little ditty is both emotional and hopeful at the same time, much like Belle herself.
And for once it might be grand to have someone understand. I want so much more than they've got planned.
Number 24, Do You Want to Build a Snowman by Anna, Frozen.
Do you want to build a snowman?
This number tells the story of two sisters torn apart through the years.
Do you want to build a snowman? Come on, let's go and play.
Who amongst us isn't moved to tears when Anna asks Elsa if she wants to build a snowman, only to be shut down? She doesn't know that her big sister wants to protect her.
We used to be best buddies, and now we're not. I wish you would tell me why.
As they get older, Anna keeps trying to get Elsa's attention. She fails each time and has to find creative ways to entertain herself. But the biggest gut punch comes when their parents die.
Elsa, please, I know you're in there.
Afraid of her powers, Elsa isolates herself, leaving Anna alone. The heart of this movie is undoubtedly the relationship between the sisters. This heartbreaking song wonderfully showcases that, while simultaneously bringing viewers up to the present-day timeline.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Number 23, That's How You Know by Giselle and Others, Enchanted. While True Love's Kiss is Giselle's I Want song,
I've been dreaming of a true love's kiss, and a prince I'm hoping comes with this.
it just can't beat out That's How You Know. Giselle sings it after meeting Robert in the real world's Big Apple, and also after accidentally convincing the woman he wants to marry, Nancy, that he's cheating. Giselle, ever the big romantic, believes that all problems can be solved with true love and encourages Robert to make sure Nancy knows he loves her.
Not if she knows
Knows what?
how much you really love her.
Of course she does. We just don't talk about it every minute of the day, but she knows.
She has a point after all. If you don't show your partner you love them, how will they know? The message must resonate, or maybe it's just the catchy tune, because tons of other people join in, making it the grand number of the movie.
Everybody wants to live happily ever after. Everybody wants to know their true love is true. How do you know?
Number 22, Show Yourself by Elsa, Frozen 2.
Every inch of me is trembling, but not from the cold.
While Frozen centered around Elsa understanding her powers and reconnecting with Anna, the sequel takes a deeper look at their family's history.
Show yourself, I'm dying to meet you.
An unknown voice reaches out to Elsa. She's reluctant but tempted to embark on a new adventure, as evidenced by her powerful rendition of Into the Unknown.
Into the unknown.
Ultimately, she, Anna, and the rest of the group embark on a journey of self-discovery.
Show yourself, step into your power, throw yourself into something new.
It comes to a head when Elsa makes it to Ahtohallan, the river of ice set to hold the answers to the past. There, she learns who she is as she sings Show Yourself, a song that is emotionally charged, to put it mildly.
You are the one you've been waiting for.
It's a moment of joy and vulnerability that is incredibly stirring and touching to watch. Number 21, For the First Time in Forever by Anna and Elsa, Frozen.
The window is open, so's that door. I didn't know they did that anymore. Who knew we owned 8,000 salad plates?
Coronation Day is a big deal in Arendelle. Sure, the fact that Elsa is ascending to the throne is a momentous occasion, but for Anna, that's not the best part of the day. What makes it special for her is that the castle doors will be open.
'Cause for the first time in forever, there'll be music, there'll be light.
She'll finally have the chance to socialize with people who aren't paintings. For the First Time in Forever follows Anna's anticipation for it all, and her pure hope and excitement could not be a sweeter sight.
Nothing's in my way.
This might be exactly why her solo in the sequel, The Next Right Thing, is so heartbreaking. It explores the polar opposite emotions of everything she feels in For the First Time in Forever. It hurts to see somebody so intrinsically positive at such a low point.
This is cold. This is empty. This is numb. The life I knew is over. The lights are out.
Number 20, Just Around the Riverbend by Pocahontas, Pocahontas.
What I love most about rivers is you can't step in the same river twice.
While Colors of the Wind is the most popular song to come out of this 1995 movie, this tune deserves recognition as well.
What's around the river bend? Waiting just around the river bend.
Pocahontas sings Just Around the Riverbend far earlier in the film, after her father tells her she's to marry Kocoum. She struggles with the thought of doing so. She can't shake the recurring dream she's been having, even though she hasn't quite deciphered its meaning yet. This captivating number, effectively Pocahontas' I Want song, has her using the river as a metaphor for her life.
Should I choose the smoothest course, steady as the beating drum?
She's grappling with which path to take, the steady one, or the one filled with an excitement she can't yet fathom. Needless to say, it's riveting from start to finish.
Just around the river.
Number 19, God Help the Outcasts by Esmeralda, The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I don't know if you can hear me, or if you're even there.
This 1996 Disney movie is, at its core, about how being different is a good thing.
God help the outcasts, hungry from birth.
Esmeralda understands this better than anyone, so she refuses to sit back and watch as the town ridicules Quasimodo at the Feast of Fools. Much to Frollo's dismay, she stands up to him but gets sanctuary at the church before he can arrest her. As she wanders its halls, she begins to sing this hauntingly beautiful tune where she pleads for help not just for her, but also for those who are tossed aside by society.
I ask for nothing, I can get by, but I know so many less lucky than I.
And just like Quasimodo, we were absolutely mesmerized by her performance.
Children of God.
Number 18, Journey to the Past by Anastasia. Anastasia. It always makes us happy when we get to include Anastasia on a list.
This is crazy. Me? Go to Paris? Send me a sign!
Since Disney acquired 20th Century Fox in 2019, the movie was added to the former's library, meaning that Anastasia is now technically an unofficial Disney princess. 10 years after escaping the castle's siege and growing up in an orphanage, Anya sets out in search of her family.
Heart, don't fail me now. Courage, don't desert me. Don't turn back now that we're here.
We, of course, know her to be the real Princess Anastasia, but she's unfortunately lost a good chunk of her memory. Journey to the Past is her I Want song, highlighting her desire to be reunited with people who truly love her and instilling hope in the difficult journey ahead. It's a beautiful, mystical ballad that never fails to give us shivers.
One step at a time, one hope then another. Who knows where this road may go?
Number 17, Something There by Belle, the Beast, and Others, Beauty and the Beast. It takes some time and a few arguments.
You hadn't have run away, this wouldn't have happened.
If you hadn't frightened me, I wouldn't have run away.
Well, you shouldn't have been in the West Wing!
Well, you should learn to control your temper.
But eventually, Belle and the Beast actually start to get along. Despite circumstances, they put effort into meeting each other halfway, with the real breakthrough coming after Beast gifts Belle the castle's library. With Belle's help, Beast begins to find his humanity again, and most importantly, a kindness he never had before. This duet describes their new bond as they form something more than mere friendship.
And now he's dear and so unsure. I wonder why I didn't see it there before.
Belle gets 2 verses describing her blossoming feelings, which are not only performed beautifully, but also mark the point where she begins to live out one of those romance novels she loves so much.
Who'd have ever thought that this could be?
Number 16, Once Upon a Dream by Princess Aurora and Prince Philip, Sleeping Beauty.
I know it's true that visions are seldom all they seem. But if I know you, I know what you'll do.
This song is pure magic. Love duets always make us feel like maybe true love is real after all. This encounter in the forest has all of that and more.
But if I know you, I know what you'll do. You'll love me at once, the way you did once.
Once Upon a Dream perfectly encapsulates that phenomenon so many long-term couples describe, a feeling like they'd known each other for years when they'd only just met.
And just before we say goodbye, he takes me in his arms, and then I wake up.
In the case of Aurora and Philip, they had actually met before, though it was not an encounter they were likely to remember. No matter, they still found each other in dreams.
But they say if you dream a thing more than once, it's sure to come true. And I've seen him so many times.
There are no better love stories than the ones where 2 people are so obviously destined to be together, and we will die on that hill. Number 15, A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes by Cinderella, Cinderella.
Dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep.
Who can resist a Cinderella story? This rags to riches tale features one of Disney's most iconic songs.
Whatever you wish for, you keep.
notable for both its tune and message. A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes has Cinderella singing to her animal friends about the power of hope and optimism with respect to making your dreams come true. Simple as it may be, this theme runs throughout the film, and reappears in other Disney movies, and ultimately sets the tone, making us root for Cinderella all the way to her happily ever after.
The dream that you wish will come true.
Cinderella's enchanting solo isn't the only time the princess's singing chops are on display in the film.
Oh, sing, sweet nightingale, sing, sweet.
Who could forget the juxtaposition between her and her stepsister's voice in Sing Sweet Nightingale?
Maybe I should interrupt the music lesson.
Sweet nightingale, sing, sweet nightingale.
Number 14, Touch the Sky by Merida, Brave. While Merida's songs aren't actually performed by the actress who provides her speaking voice, they are meant to represent her inner thoughts. And really, what is a Disney princess song if not the character's inner monologue? Julie Fallis gave us two phenomenal Merida-focused songs, including Into Open Air, which takes place after Merida's mother has just been turned into a bear.
This love that we share into the open air.
It's not under the most favorable circumstances, but it's obvious the two would have never bonded the same way otherwise. The other is, of course, the fan favorite Touch the Sky, which introduces us to the princess and the kind of person she is.
Take hold of my own dream, be as strong as the seas are stormy. I'm proud as an eagle's scheme.
Number 13, Once Upon a December by Anastasia. Anastasia. While not quite as vitalizing as Journey to the Past, there's no denying the stirring elegance of Once Upon a December.
Someone holds me safe and warm.
It's wistful and powerful, and simply perfect for the story it tells. When Anya visits the place she once called home, it stirs up memories long forgotten. The ghosts of people she once knew float around her on the ballroom floor, the kind of visuals that are simply breathtaking in conjunction with her poignant vocals.
Figures dancing gracefully across my memory.
Watching the whole thing as an adult, knowing the real-life historical context makes it all that much more impactful. Number 12, Waiting on a Miracle by Mirabel, Encanto. Encanto absolutely blew up upon its release, in part because of its moving themes, but also because its soundtrack is absolutely bangin'. We get to hear Mirabel, who qualifies for the unofficial Disney Princess list, shine on a few different tracks.
Don't you just seem like your life's been a dream since the moment you opened your eyes? How far do these roots go?
What Else Can I Do and The Family Madrigal are two where her voice is really given room to impress.
You know Family Madrigal, where all the people are fantastical and magical. That's who we are in the Family Madrigal.
Still, no song feels quite like her number as much as her solo Waiting on a Miracle.
Hey, I'm still a part of the Family Madrigal, and I'm fine, I am totally fine. I will stand on the side as you shine.
As the only person in the family who didn't get a magical ability, it's important that she gets her time to vent about feeling so far away from everyone.
I would move the mountains, make new trees and flowers grow. Someone please just let me know, where do I go?
Number 11, When Will My Life Begin by Rapunzel, Tangled.
7 a.m. the usual morning lineup. Start on the chores and sweep till the floor's all clean.
This contemporary Disney show tune has a modern pop feel, and is hard to resist. In the first scene of the movie, audiences get a glimpse of Rapunzel's memorable golden locks, and see how innovative the Disney character gets with her hair.
So I'll read a book, or maybe 2 or 3. I'll add a few new paintings to my gallery.
famous pop artist Mandy Moore lends her voice to the lead character, and sings this memorable I Want song in Tangled's opening. The kidnapped and imprisoned princess, who has yet to know these things about herself, describes her daily ritual in this optimistic, fun, and catchy number that perfectly sets the tone of the film.
Keep wondering, 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 when will my life begin?
Number 10, So This Is Love by Cinderella and Prince Charming. Cinderella. Does it get more romantic than this?
So this is love. So this is what makes life divine.
Two people falling for each other at first sight, dressed to the nines and sharing a slow dance in a starlit garden. It might not be realistic, but that's not what we come to these movies for. Cinderella's voice and that of Prince Charming are beautiful on their own, but when they come together is when true magic sparks.
The key to all heaven is mine.
The hums, soft violins, and emotive lyrics never fail to put us in a trance until we too are all aglow.
I'm all aglow, and now I know.
It's perfect nostalgia, and the kind of scene that could move even the most cynical hard nose. Number 9, How Far I'll Go by Moana. Moana.
I've been staring at the edge of the water long as I can remember, never really knowing why.
Moana, voiced by Auli'i Cravalho, sings this song as she grapples with how she yearns to explore the waters. The ocean calls to her, and she can sense in her bones that she is destined to be a voyager. We can't talk about that sentiment without also mentioning the stunning number I Am Moana, Song of the Ancestors.
I am the daughter of the village chief. We are descended from voyagers who found their way across the world. They call me.
Where that tune is all about remembering who she is, How Far I'll Go has a bit more fear attached to it as Moana knows her inner calling goes against the rules her father has set.
The line where the sky meets the sea, it calls me, and no one knows how far it goes.
But once her grandmother gives her her blessing on her deathbed, Moana follows her intuition and sets off on a voyage to save her people. This is when we get to hear the tune's equally mesmerizing reprise.
Don't know how far I'll go.
Number 8, Reflection by Fa Mulan. Mulan.
Look at me, I will never pass for a perfect bride.
Though this heartfelt ballad was recorded by then 17-year-old Christina Aguilera and peaked within the top 20 of the Billboard Adult Contemporary chart, it's the original movie version by Filipina artist Lea Salonga that we're talking about here. While Ming-Na Wen does an excellent job as Fa Mulan's speaking voice, it's Salonga who takes the reins when it comes time to sing. Reflection sees her wonderfully bringing to life the character's struggle to reconcile her real feelings with the role she's expected to play in society.
When will my reflection show who I am inside?
Number 7, Colors of the Wind by Pocahontas. Pocahontas.
Think you own whatever land you land on. The earth is just a dead thing you can claim.
This motivational song presents the world as a living entity where everything in nature is connected. Unlike other princess songs, this one sees Pocahontas singing to enlighten the male lead rather than to woo him. Colors of the Wind won all the major awards, including the Oscar and Golden Globe for Best Original Song.
If you cut it down, then you'll never know.
Featured and covered by countless artists across the Disney universe and beyond, this celebrated Disney track wouldn't be as timeless as it is without its poetic nature and its memorable presentation of the Native American point of view.
Till you can paint with all the colors of the wind.
Number 6. I See the Light by Rapunzel and Flynn Rider, aka Eugene Fitzherbert. Tangled. Eugene is a fan favorite for a reason. Seriously, who's supposed to compete with this date? Tangled ushered in the era of the modern Disney romance story, and it's everything we've ever wanted.
Now I'm here, blinking in the starlight. Now I'm here, suddenly I see.
Rapunzel finally gets her wish of seeing the floating lanterns, and it's all thanks to the man sitting next to her. The double meaning of the lyrics, Rapunzel's portion of the song, and then Eugene's slightly altered version always gets us right in the feels. After this scene, it's clear both Rapunzel and Eugene have found new dreams.
All at once, everything is different now that I see you.
Number 5. I Won't Say I'm in Love by Megara, Hercules.
What's the matter with me? You'd think a girl would learn.
This is one of the more unconventional love songs in the Disney universe, which is what makes it so captivating.
If there's a prize for rotten judgment, I guess I've already won that.
Megara knows she has feelings for Hercules, but she doesn't want to admit it for fear of getting hurt again. She's essentially singing about pushing away what's in her heart.
No chance, no way, I won't say it, no, no.
This is vastly different from most other songs that feature princesses leaning into the possibility of love. But as the muses make clear with their charming background vocals, there is no running from the fact that she is in love.
I won't say I'm in love.
You're doing this, bring our lips, you're in love.
You way off base, I won't say it.
Not only is it a catchy song, but it also provides important insight into Megara's personality and the wall she puts up to protect herself.
At least out loud, I won't say I'm in love.
Number 4. Let It Go by Elsa, Frozen.
The snow glows white on the mountain tonight, not a footprint to be seen. A kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm the queen.
There's probably not a parent, child, or Disney fan on Earth who hasn't heard this relentlessly catchy tune. Sung by Elsa after she leaves her kingdom in fear that her icy powers will hurt the one she loves, this liberating number reached the top 5 on the Billboard Hot 100 list and won both an Oscar for Best Original Song and a Grammy for Best Song Written for Visual Media.
Let it go, when I rise like the break of dawn. Let it go, that perfect girl is gone.
Thanks to Idina Menzel's powerful vocal performance and the track's importance to Elsa herself, this is a show tune we just simply can't let go.
The cold never bothered me anyway.
Number 3. Almost There by Tiana, The Princess and the Frog.
I don't have time for dancing. That's just gonna have to wait a while.
This catchy jazz number makes you want to get up and dance. Unlike most of the Disney princess songs, Almost There doesn't have Tiana singing about finding a man. Instead, she's dreaming of opening her own restaurant and following her father's advice. She is one of the few female leads reluctant to get romantically entwined.
There ain't nothing gonna stop me now, 'cause I'm almost there.
This solo by the progressive princess, who technically only earns the royal title when she marries Prince Naveen, became such a celebrated number that it was nominated for an Oscar for Best Original Song. Number 2, Part of Your World by Princess Ariel, The Little Mermaid.
Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete?
Sung by Jodie Benson, who also voiced the title character, this is a classic I Want song. The musical theater ballad sees Ariel singing about how she's unsatisfied with her life in the sea and wants something more.
I want more.
This theme song may not have been nominated for an Oscar, though Under the Sea was, and won. Part of Your World was still critically acclaimed. Thanks to its style, how it so effectively expresses Ariel's goals and stirs our emotions, the tune also paved the way for future Disney princess songs.
Wish I could be part of that world.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. A Whole New World by Princess Jasmine and Aladdin. Aladdin.
A whole new world, a dazzling place I never knew.
It's a real shame Jasmine never got her own solo in the original Aladdin because Lea Salonga's voice is categorically marvelous. No matter how many times we hear this duet, it invariably makes us swoon. It truly is the perfect love ballad and manages to be just as magical as the scene it backdrops.
Unbelievable sight, indescribable feeling.
Jasmine finds her freedom for the first time with Aladdin in the city, and then again on this nighttime flight over Agrabah. This song encompasses all of those feelings of witnessing something so mesmerizing with somebody special.
Chase, wondrous place for you and me.
Which of these songs do you belt out in the shower? Let us know in the comments.
Goodbye.
But when will I see you again?
Oh, never, never.
Never?
Well, maybe someday.
When?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.